We hit 100K on YouTube. To celebrate, I decided to answer any questions y'all have about me. I asked for questions on both Instagram and YouTube. You can learn a little bit more about me today. This will be a super chill video. Real Jameson Neil asked, what country do you live in? I am born and raised in Austin, Texas. What is your ethnicity? I'm Korean American. When's your birthday? September 26th. What is your MBTI? Put a comment below on your guess of what my MBTI is. I'll tell you at some point, but I want to hear people's guesses first. Favorite color? Probably blue. Mountain or beach? Mountain. What is your favorite animal? My favorite animal is a dog. I'm a big dog person. What do you live by? Well, big question, but something that I've always thought to myself, live a life outside my comfort zone and to also spread understanding and kindness. Music artists that you like? What type of content do you like? Let's go look at Spotify right now. Ed Sheeran, Love, Eric Nam, pop, chill pop phase right now. The second part of the question is, what kind of content do you like? I like all sorts of content, like action movies or like documentaries, choreography, music videos. I was always watching something when I was younger. No matter what my dad put on the TV, I would just watch that. If it was on the screen, my eyes were glued to it. I think that's why I like to do YouTube so much, is because it's a form of capturing your own content. Next question, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. So obviously you like learning new things. What are your off-the-clock hobbies? This is a good question. What is the meta hobby, the hobbyist? For me, I like to do anything that involves being outdoors. So that's like hiking, sports. I have a little bit more free time, so I'm actually in 4 sports leagues. Y'all, don't sleep on kickball. I was ignorant beforehand and I thought kickball was really boring. Kickball is actually a lot of fun and I'm highly enjoying it. And, oh yeah, and also I'm doing just like weightlifting and martial arts as well. You can probably say that I like sports. The official asks, who's your favorite YouTuber? And by the way, congratulations for 100K. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I have so many YouTubers that I follow. I guess I liked a lot of the BuzzFeed content growing up. Michelle Carre, she's an amazing, inspirational, just human being. Eugene as well, super cool. Actually, Eugene is from my home city and he went to a high school that's like not far from my high school. Mike Boyd, the OG of skill learning. Yes Theory, Peter McKinnon, Thrill Seeker, there's Muscle in Motion, which is like anatomy stuff, BTS, obviously. You asked for one favorite YouTuber and I just gave you like 8. I've asked, do you have a boyfriend? How does your family feel about this? I do not have a boyfriend and my family, they're chill with it. I don't think they care. Oh, Freddie asks, what languages can you speak? I speak both English, obviously, and Korean. Very, very little of Spanish. How did you learn English? I've also seen a couple of these comments. I was born and raised here in America, so that is how I learned English. Chinmoy Dekujulea asks, music making works are so great. I am thankful to you and I've learned a lot. That's not a question. It's not a question, but I appreciate you, Chin Moy Dek. Matchadoc7 asked, did you read any books to help you become a hobbyist? Yes, I did. Back in like 2018, 2019, I spent a few months into this huge deep dive, this research project on the topic of accelerated learning. Peak ultra learning, the first 20 hours, the art of learning, talent code, 80-20 principle. I don't per se go back on these like books or like look at my notes because I think they're just like intuitively in my mind now. If you're looking into getting into accelerated learning, those are some really good books that you can start out reading. Fear Frost asks, have you ever had a moment of struggle when you learned one of your skills? Where do I even start with this one?
That's what was tough because I could not get on right, which was weird at first just because like I was trying to memorize all these techniques. Some of just like being on the ground was really hard. How many times I was training for like 3 hours a day and my mind was like, what are you doing, Kize?
Definitely did not pick an easy YouTube endeavor. Let's be real, it's not easy to learn a new skill or like try to get as far in a new skill as possible in 30 days. Most of these skills I like try to go pretty ham at. I actually think of whenever I'm doing a YouTube video, I think of it as 2 projects. So the first project is really deconstructing the skill and actually figuring out how to learn it in the best way possible for myself. And then the second aspect of it is creating the video and documenting that process. I'm gonna learn something new in 30 days of work. You're gonna see some like setbacks. I've at least learned to like accept some of these setbacks. It still stresses me out, but those setbacks are going to happen because you are putting yourself in a place of potential growth. Not easy, but worth it for you. Matchadog7, hello again. You get fear starting something new. How do you get over it? Greetings from El Salvador. Hello to El Salvador. You know, I just like whined about these challenges in the last question, but in terms of this one, I don't think I'm really fearful of starting a new challenge. I've just done it so much by now, and I'm a big believer that growth only happens outside of your comfort zone, and if you're outside of your comfort zone, you will look like a fool for a while. I think I've gotten super comfortable with looking like a fool. Not everything in life, but like in terms of skills and stuff. Usually I'm excited. Do you ever think you would hit 100K? Huh, I did believe. In general, just like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's validated or anything, but I did have an underlying confidence that my content would maybe be able to hit 100K someday. The one thing that I was surprised about was how fast it actually happened. I remember the day that I first started this channel. I remember thinking to myself that like, if I hit 100K within my lifetime, that would be amazing. Oh, YouTube is just like so saturated, it's so competitive, and I was just like told how hard it is to get to 100K. I remember thinking back then, I had like 2 subscribers, 10 subscribers. No matter what my subscriber count is, every video that I make, I'm gonna try to make it so that my video or somebody came to my channel, they would think it was made by somebody with 1 million subscribers. And sometime in the future, you'll hit 100K. But I was not expecting at all to hit this milestone so early because of y'all, because of the people who watch my videos and the people that subscribe. Amazing to see all these new subscribers and new watchers coming into this ecosystem that I put a lot of effort into building up. What's been your biggest fear about starting a YouTube channel? How have you overcome that? No one's gonna like my content. I'm gonna put so much effort into this and nobody's gonna watch it. I don't think I feel it as much right now. I think the biggest fear that I had was actually this whole like cancel culture thing. It's not like every day I think about this, but every so often it will like cross my mind of like, you can work very hard on something and put a lot of like money and resources and time and effort to building like your own brands or ecosystem. It can all just be like taken away. Yeah, I think that's really scary. It's like some things out there are just like, that's not okay. But some things that are more in like the black and white area, really almost every situation is not just black or white. There's always some sort of like gray area. Maybe there can be more discussion around that certain incident without having to like tear someone's whole career down. I try to schedule in a lot of time where it's just like no social media and stuff like that. Sometimes I do feel like I get behind on certain things. Hope, once again, hypothetical situation, but like if I were to make some sort of mistake or haven't kept up with something, that my subscribers, my fans will be willing to like discuss, allow space for growth to happen. For me, I'm going to continue trying to be a better content creator. More importantly, just a good human being in general. Matthew Brooks, hello Matthew, sound effect of choice. It's probably this one. Yes, that means that it is day 30 and I have finished learning a skill. It's a sound of accomplishment. Marissa asked, what has been your favorite video you've done? Usually my most favorite video is the latest one that I just finished. If I had to choose one, it'd have to be the songwriting video. It's not my most famous video. I'm not salty about it. Songwriting is another way to express like my creativity. Love playing with words and writing. Songs are just like poetry with musical elements. I definitely want to do more songwriting videos. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do that with these skill learning challenges. If you want to go watch it, the songwriting one, I'll link it down below or put it up here, you know, wherever. Hog asks, how many of your challenges have you kept up with? Songwriting, weightlifting, and martial arts. Your girl can't keep up with every single one. I've also had people ask me like, I probably know more about this skill than any average person does. During those 30 days, no matter what skill I do, I always end up learning a little bit more about myself. To meet so many new cool people, to wrap my brain around this new challenge and deconstruct a new skill, and ultimately like those sub skills will help me for future skills. So like I don't ever see it as wasted time. Like I could always come back to it in the future. My current Destiny asks, how did you get started? Marco also asks. Okay, these two seem to be the same. I'm gonna keep it short. It's kicked off of campus my senior year because of COVID-19 and I was stuck at home with nothing to do. I had all this free time on my hands, and there's two things that I always knew I like to do. I like to try new activities and I like to create videos. So I decided if there's any time going to start a YouTube channel, it is gonna be now. Here we are today. Who edits your videos? Oh my goodness, I get this question so much. I edit my videos. Next question. What do you do about negative comments? Ooh, that is a good question. Well, I want to say off the bat that comments that the bays leave me are 99% positive comments. Two coping mechanisms. The first is like, you realize you're making it bigger when you get more and more hate comments. Some sort of like fade law. I don't remember what it was, but I remember the day that I got my first like hate comment, which it wasn't even like that. I tried to think to myself that this is a sign that you are growing bigger. And the second one, I think it's just like in general true for like psychology. If somebody leaves some sort of negative comment, let me just clarify, a comment that's not constructive criticism, that's like blatantly mean, usually more of an indication of the person typing than it is of you or your content. People react to different things in different ways. In that moment, your content made that person react and type a comment in that way. Ash asks, are you planning to learn a new language anytime soon? Bangshu also asks, do you have any plans to learn any foreign language in 1 month? Love you both. Yes, I do. It is always on my mind. What next video will you do? You want to take it out? Okay, fine, I'll take it out. Putting this bad boy, also known as a violin. After the violin, I'm not sure. I'll actually be in Korea this summer. Whatever I do next will have to be able to be done in Korea. Comment below, what do you guys think that I should learn while I'm abroad? Joel asks, what's your goal with the channel? There's 3 things that I want to focus on going forward. 1, this YouTube channel. 2 is music. And 3 is producer work. I will be continuing to make these videos, maybe diversifying my content up a little bit, because like these 30-day videos, probably imagine take a long time to do, and there's other content that I think that would be fun to film and fun for y'all to watch. Second is music, write more songs, do some songwriting, but also music artistry stuff, production, work, continue to create bigger video projects. If you have not noticed by now, I have a big bias to content, whether it being tearing up and being inspired by like a documentary or watching a Korean reality TV show and laughing the entire time. I have a big bias towards the power of content and how images on a screen can influence someone's life. For me, I just want to continue to tap into video media, music related videos, or like bigger works that are like produced. I want to continuously tap into my creative abilities, curiosities that I have for life, work with other amazing creators, puzzle piece together amazing pieces of content that can be shared to people like you, my bays, my subscribers. This is the reason why I make videos. Hopefully make y'all laugh, hopefully teach y'all something through my own journeys and my own experiences, and start a conversation between me and you. Yeah, it ended on a really poignant note. Well, I hope y'all were able to learn a little bit more about me. That was the first time I did a Q&A, but it was super fun. If you want to see more of these Q&As or my videos and whatever project like I take on next, make sure you subscribe. I'm also on Instagram at Kize. I'm on Spotify too if you want to check out my music. Once again, thank you so much, all 100,000 and counting of y'all, for following my journey and leaving a comment, leaving a like. Buckle up and be ready for even bigger and better projects and milestones going forward. We'll see y'all in the next vid. Bye.